What is up, everyone? Last time you guys saw us, we were in Ireland at the LZ World Tour. We literally just got in last night, fresh off the boat, right, Spoon? That's it. And we had one magical time. It was absolutely amazing. Not only was the show incredible, the people, the experience, having the crew there was something else. Having my boys there, it's my birthday, it couldn't have been any better. The S14 I was driving was amazing. Shout out to Gary and Tommy for putting me in that thing and just letting me feel just at home and giving me a fighting chance for that win. And I am proud of myself. I learned a lot. The boys were proud. Most important, I made the boys proud. And honestly, I just can't wait to do more driving. But for now, we are back in the shop. We showed up to a lot of packages. And well, it's like my birthday all over again because spent a lot of money last week. But you know what? When it's your birthday week, you could justify it by just saying, oh, it's my birthday. That's it. Spoon. Spoon's got the pants on and everything and the Triple H jacket. Can you see? Love it. So, of course, once we get back, we like to give a little bit of update. But today we have something very special. We're gonna show you something huge, a big step for me in many different ways. We have a lot to talk about, so we hold the comments for just a little bit because we got a lot of explaining to do. But for now, let's just give a quick talk right here. Last time we left off, we were taking apart the 34. Some pieces showed up for this that were very important, and we're gonna talk about it. Just not today. That one's for later this week, but we're getting somewhere. And honestly, one thing I think I'm probably most excited about, I can't say there's a lot of exciting stuff right now, is the Porsche, right? The 964, I got it. I took it apart almost instantly because the engine needed a refresh. It deserved a refresh. The outside, we're gonna thug out the roughness of it. For now, we're just gonna enjoy it, but I had to do something with the drivetrain. Now we have this engine that looks like it's in shambles. It looks like a mess, but this is how my brain works. I know exactly where everything is.
How my brain works.
He made a point, said, don't touch anything. I know where everything is.
I said, no one touch anything. So, long block is good, and now we have this bin of parts. We got everything we needed freshly powder coated. We have all the new pieces. I have to go through them today. We should, if everything came in, which it should have, we should have everything to get this engine back together, which is amazing. I can't wait to see it with fresh everything. I just have to go through the boxes and make sure it's all there. What was it?
The only thing that hasn't shown up is the clutch.
Is the clutch. That's fine. I just want to get the engine together. I need to get this back on here before my brain goes too crazy. So stay tuned for this. The Porsche engine should be coming together super, super fast, right? Oh, okay. On top of that, the head is at the machine shop for this thing, so we'll get this back in. And the new vehicle that's going in is about to hit the port. Patreons will know about this week. What was that?
We got the parts to fix this. Those came in.
Those came in. And then, some major part show for Spoon's car, which is actually very exciting. We might as well there's a lot we could talk about, but I'm way too excited. We only have a couple hours today because we all need to get back and take some naps because I think we're all exhausted. To come home to open the garage door to see this is just wild. Now, for now,
Austin, cue some Eagle sounds right now.
Here is the new drivetrain for the E36. Good? Yep. Look at it. Holy shit. I feel like I just went to the dealership and bought a new car. That's what it feels like. Look at this thing. Oh boys, I did it. I went to the dark side. I still don't know how I feel about it. I feel good. I feel real good. Feels good to be bad.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Feels real good to be bad, doesn't it, Steve?
Darth Vader gym era. I love it.
Here we go, boys. New engine for the E36. We got here a GM Performance crate engine and LS3. Not one, not two, three. Oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. This is, all right. We got a lot of explaining to do. I don't want to talk too much, but it's part of the process. So we talked about getting a new drivetrain for the E36. I wanted something more competitive. I wanted something that we could take the chassis to the next level. Something that we can basically, even if we have to grow into, we can grow the chassis around it. And well, I wanted to try something different, and that is LS. We've done a lot of LS stuff in the past. I know way too much about these stupid things, but I've always seen myself as the Jay-Z guy. And I was like, well, we should do a Jay-Z, but I wanted to try something different. I really did. I wanted to, and something that could be competitive up to some crazy levels, and something that we can get in 3 days from the manufacturer. an LS.
Can I tap Jim on the shoulder and say what you really want to say? We want to win.
After driving Gary's car all weekend with the Jay-Z, I was like, damn it, that was so much fun. But hey,
It was good.
it's good, but that's...
We still have a Jay-Z car. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, guess what? We could build another one. So I thought, I was like, if we build this house, we could build
Ryan!
another Jay-Z car. Look at who just showed up, B-Hall. Look at that.
Boys know what they're doing these days. V8.
But you know what they say, there's no replacement for displacement. Of course, this is an LS, right? They all look the same from the outside. What's good about the LS3 is not only is it an aluminum block, which basically takes over 100 pounds off the front end. It's what?
It's like 80.
It's 100. That's 100. Just give it to me, all right?
Details.
You got an aluminum block too, so shut up.
Yes, I do.
And then, it is also a 6.2 liter. That's a hell of a lot of displacement. And it's a Gen 4, which has the nicer heads and the stronger internals. Boom, can't beat that. Gen 4, sick.
No DOD,
No
no variable
DOD.
valve timing.
Nothing.
Just
Simple, good old American simplicity.
Yeah, push rod.
Push rod. Yeah, I'm feeling like Jimmy Earnhardt over here.
Thing is crisp.
To be able to buy a crate engine is a crazy feeling. I feel like I just went to the dealership and bought my very first car. Like when I got the BRZ, which was like my first new car, this is like the same feeling. It's like, this was a hell of a lot cheaper, but still, it feels good. It took me a really long time to pick an engine, and we'll talk about more reasons why I went with the LS3 versus anything else, because obviously there's a million options out there. Stay tuned, because I know there's gonna be a million. Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
You know
Why
what's
do you do
funny?
this? What's up?
I talked to somebody who bought this exact same crate engine and it's been going for 6 years in their drift car.
So there are a lot of I know a lot of Pro 2 guys that they take this as and they just throw it in and they're good to go. So we'll talk way more about it, because like I said, there is so much LS information out there. It blows people's minds, and then the problem is people have their one package that's worked a million times. They think that's a golden package, but whatever. For now, let's open up what else we got in the other boxes, because behind this we have some other goodies. What do you think about this, T-Bone?
I'm not against it, but you know.
It feels dirty, doesn't
It feels very dirty.
At this point, I literally have every engine. Like, we have like every engine. Like, we've got a flavor for everything, I guess.
I said we've gone from rotary to Porsche to RB to now LS.
We got Jay-Z's there, we got freaking Turbo Me out of here. You know what I mean? It started with LS's, right? She's a little jealous because she's only got an LS1, but
That thing's got a set of CNC heads and shit.
yeah, so it's so funny because this whole entire time we're creaming over all this stuff, and Austin's just like, that damn transmission.
It's a freaking Magnum. These things are so good.
Look how nasty he is.
I had one of these. These are such good transmissions.
As you guys know, Austin is a big LS boy.
Oh, that feels so good.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, break her in. Break her in. Break her in, Spoon. Behind any good engine, you need a good transmission, and we were going back and forth, right? Like, but just going straight to a dog box. This weekend, I had so much fun with the sequential. Trying to pick my battles here, we decided to go with a T56 Magnum, which has proven to be a capable trans over and over and over again, even in drift cars. Right here, it's not just a T56, but we got the Magnum, which is basically just a stronger rendition of the basic T56. Not only are they a great size package,
It's smaller than I expected.
yeah, great size package, right? So much just support behind it. It's a great feel, and I really can't complain. Is there anything else I should add to that?
We'll save the sequential for the coupe.
No, not the coupe. The next one.
The Cooper had that dog in them.
T56 is great too because the clutches are not that bad. Like way more affordable. You could fit a big clutch in it, so they can build the clutch cheaper to hold more power. Where like I have the ZF, I need a ridiculously expensive clutch to hold up to my torque. For sure. Where like this thing, you could literally buy a stock LS7 clutch and probably be fine.
It'd be nuts.
Yeah.
Tried and true TV6 is where we're at, so let's get this thing out of the box. Oh. Look at this thing. Just feels good. Just like so weird getting like new things like this. I feel like it's just been like, being a car guy, you just operate on 20-year-old secondhand stuff your entire life.
Facebook Marketplace.
All
finds.
Facebook Marketplace, and you're like, the whole time you're building a car, you're like, man, I hope this thing doesn't have blown synchros and all that.
only thing you've ever bought new was CDO9s.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a brand new one right there. But hey, it was my birthday, right?
Last year an FD, this year a T56 and an LS.
Yeah. People change, you know.
Change them.
It's all about justifying.
Yeah, life's all about how you justify spending your money. That's really it. Because you're gonna spend it. You're gonna spend it anyways. Of course, we just had to get a bell housing that supported to the engine, right? Boom, just bolts on, which is really nice because we can pull the transmission without having to actually pull it off the engine. It's just a couple bolts in the back, get to pretty easily, and then it comes off. So if we have to do the slave zone or something like quick at the track, or probably not have to replace the transmission, it's quick and easy, right? Nothing was sponsored for this, unfortunately, but to make things happen, everything I bought was on my own research and suggested from other friends. So if it sucks, we could actually be honest about it, let you guys know if it's a good combo. I was suggested heavily on these monster clutches for the LS. It's funny because that looks like an AutoZone clutch to me, but I heard that they last, they hold incredible, and they feel like OEM, even with the high rated.
Nice, it comes with the slave.
Yeah, I paid for the upgraded slave and all the line stuff like that. So I went crazy because we want to get this car ready for grid life, like in
3 weeks.
3 weeks while everything else is going on. Honestly, the hardest part about swapping a car fast isn't really necessarily the work. I guess some engine swaps, yeah, but it's more or less, especially when the car is already like ready to go. It's making sure all the parts show up on time and they work compatible with each other. So I've been going crazy trying to find the right combos. So we got the clutch.
With flywheel.
This is it is a twin disc, so we went with the monster twin disc. This should be plenty of the power that we want. And then we got the trans with the clutch. The next we got the drive shaft. The next thing we need is the swap kit. So let's check out the pieces we got for the swap kit. I thought this was the swap kit stuff. I guess I'll show it tomorrow. This is actually the clutch for the Porsche. Talk about expensive clutches. This is the Porsche for the clutch.
That's small.
Have you seen the Porsche for the clutch?
Yeah, leave it
I need
like
sleep, okay, man? I messed up so many words already in this video.
It was good. I like that.
Okay, good. Look at that. We got the clutch. But remember before you said we didn't?
So what's in that box?
The drive shaft.
For
This.
Okay.
So that came in before the mounts.
Swap kit tomorrow. Wait on it.
My goal is in the next video to get this in the car, which I think as long as the swap kit shows up, which it should, we'll be able to get it in the car. We don't have the swap kit. We'll show it in tomorrow's video.
Me and Spoon are both gonna pull up in tradie pants tomorrow, and the pants are actually gonna swap the LS in there.
The one thing the boys bought in Ireland was pants.
hats.
The work pants? The exterior pockets? Come on, that's crazy. You don't see that in the States.
It's unlocked.
I'm gonna order
20 miles to get out of them.
I don't know what Irish is doing, but they do pants right. I'm a good fan of pantalones.
But when you buy a GM Performance crate engine, it comes with a packet. Okay, so we got the 525 Performance package. This isn't just a standard LS3. Realistically, it's just a LS3 with a bigger cam from the factory. They make juicier cams aftermarket that we could put in here and make even more power NA, but we're not staying at NA. The next piece of the puzzle hasn't showed up yet. We're going to leave that one a slight mystery. It probably shows up honestly tomorrow. I hope so too. I want to see it.
I'm excited for this one.
Oh yeah, this thing's going to be quite rowdy. LSA 525 Performance Long Block. Are we get a warranty? Probably not. Make sure we follow the braking procedures to T. Max engine speed 6,600 RPM. Alright, it might not be a dog box, but
This is the dog box for the road.
yeah, I guess so. This one, you know you're in gear, that's for sure.
A nice fucking Hearst shifter now.
Yeah. I'll get the 8-ball shifter.
Yeah. You get the big
Fuck.
foot for the gas pedal.
This kid. It's gonna feel like weird to have a LS swap to right-hand drive E36. Like how many are there out there? None. Well, they're definitely out there, but it's comical at this point. So, man, obviously we could have. Realistically, if you look at the competing scene, the top dogs are going to be the JZ and the LS, and for obvious reasons, right? Not only are they heavily supported, but they're tried and true, right? Besides, like, the factory team cars will have other engines, and like the Mustangs have the big V8s, because, you know, those work too.
Yeah, but those are NASCAR engines.
Yes, exactly. So for us, that I was able to basically order all this stuff, and it all coming in like a week, which is wild. Anything we need for it, if we needed head gaskets for this thing, we can get them at the track. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be
Go
as
down to
con-
the street.
Go
Go to
down
AutoZone.
We can call Austin's uncle in Kentucky. He's got him. One of my biggest things with the LS was, one, I wanted to try something new, and two, I feel like what I like about the LS is the power band and the torque band, which more importantly is so big, right? It allows us to be a little bit lazy on the gearing. We're able to kind of let this have a wider overall gearing while being in a power band, so it'll be more versatile between tracks and different orientations, right? Basically, what I want to say is I want to be able to focus as much on the driving aspect of it than of like the shifting and staying in power band and all that good stuff. Realistically, to me, the JZ will always be the coolest. I just want to do that, right?
I want to do this.
And with this car, we've realized that we're going to turn this into like the competing car, and the grassroots drifting has risen so fast, right? Like a 450 horsepower S chassis JZ was competitive forever, but in the higher grassroots competitions, it has now gone to the 600 plus horsepower LS ups, right? Where we're trying to achieve right here, which we should have no problem doing so. Obviously, there's other things like a dog box, a quick change, all that good stuff that we can either grow into, but the T56, the E36 diff, all of that has been tried and true. In worst case, we'll have to upgrade the axles, right? I know there's a long list of things we could do, but we're trying to keep it simple, trying to pick our battles, and this is a combination we've seen tried and true for a very long time. Well, it's a new fun adventure, right? It should fit in the car really well. It should just work.
It'll simplify everything. No turbo, no lines, no intercooler.
Simple. I want to win in this thing. That's my goal. And if you go to any comp, the top 8, they're all LSs. For a long time, I had a really hard time getting my head around putting LS in this stuff, just because to me, it's just not, I want to say as cool.
It's lackluster.
But why would you not make a car as easy to win in as physically possible, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We are just fresh back in the shop, and we have a lot to go through and catch up on and make sure we could steadily produce content throughout the next couple of weeks, and we got a big weekend ahead of us too. We'll talk about it later on, but hopefully in the next video you'll see this thing going in the car. I've been trying as best as I could to get everything lined up so we can make very fast moves, because I want to get back in that car ASAP. Everyone says I should be in an S chassis. You know, I drove this car really good this weekend, but there's no reason why I shouldn't be the same, if not better, in the E36. We just got to get the proper setup figured out, and we'll have a weapon on our hands soon enough.
Excited.
Yeah, excited. So for now, we're going to go film a podcast about our Ireland experience. If you guys want to check that out, hop below on the Patreon below. Hop below and whatever. You guys understood that. But for now, stay excited. Be kind to me. I know the guys that want to see the JZ are going to be upset, but
Maybe another car in the future.
definitely another car in the future. So for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay excited for more content. And you know the deal. Like, wow. Spoon, good night.
Have a good night.
It's sad because I